Hey everyone, welcome back to AWS On Air. We are live here in Las Vegas, Nevada at AWS reInvent 2023. And I am your host, one of your hosts, Jeff Marushak. I'm a senior solutions architect on our DoD Air Force team. And with me is my co-host, Kyle. Kyle, say hello.
Hi.
And then continue.
We are actually joined by some fascinating individuals that are going to be talking about something so awesome that I think, well, I'm just going to not take any more time and let you two introduce yourselves and what you're going to be talking about today, because I see this tiny little box on the table, and I want to know more about this tiny little box. The people watching live want to know more about this tiny little box. What's in the box?
So introduce yourself, Rasika.
Hi, I'm Rasika Vaidyakara. I am product manager at AWS End User Computing.
Go and bring this up a little higher. There we go.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And hi, I'm Melissa Stein, Director of End User Computing, and focused on new initiatives like this box that you see in front of you today.
So what are we going to be talking more about? Because what is this box?
So this is a new computing device. It is secure, it is low cost, and it seamlessly integrates with WorkSpaces and AppStream. So we call this the Amazon WorkSpaces Thin Client. It helps both end users to be productive and IT to be more productive, and it ships directly from Amazon Business. So no matter where your user is, we can send this straight to that person.
Yeah, as we talk to customers and we try to talk about WorkSpaces, a VDI environment, we all know how important and how valuable a good VDI environment is, but that's like half of the picture. The other half is a thin client. How are the users going to use it? And there's some setup there. It's nice to see that now it's kind of coming in one package, and AWS is offering both sides of that solution.
And the fact that, so coming from a security background, a lot of use cases that I've heard for our thin clients are like, hey, we have a contractor for maybe 6 months, 12 months, and instead of sending them like a whole laptop, right, we could send them a thin client that is easily distributed, and it sounds like it's easily distributed through Amazon Business. And it integrates to WorkSpaces, so you're not relying on an existing piece of hardware that may have its own kind of problems.
Exactly.
But you're sending a thin client.
And that your IT department will have to worry about getting back if, for say, I leave the company. This is a $2,000 laptop versus, like you said,
$195.
Yeah, so yeah.
This is Jeff's old laptop that I stole last year.
And that's the thing. People do steal the laptops. They will re-image them. They will use them for themselves. They will give them to their friends. They will resell them on their favorite online site. So we want to make sure that everything is secure and in the cloud. And as you said, it's a whole package, right? We really think about this as a cloud computer. Because everyone needs a device to do their job. So you got your desktop in your cloud, got your simple device right here that we're going to demonstrate to you in just a few minutes, and people can do their jobs much more cost effectively, and their companies don't have to worry that if this thing walks away, that the data walks away with it, because there's no data here. It's all in the cloud.
And you keep using this term secure. What makes this secure?
So one of the things that we use is a cryptographic secret that is embedded in the chip on the hardware device, and through that, we send a token, we validate it, and only then is a certificate brought down onto the device. And that's actually how we register the device. So when it sends it to anyone, it could be anybody's device. But after we have validated it, and through an activation code, it is registered to someone's AWS account and shows up in the management interface that Rasika is going to show you.
Awesome. So that's a perfect segue. So let's go and see this device in action, and then we could talk more about it throughout our demo that we have going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
so
right.
let me show you guys the device itself first. It's a 3-inch cube, very small. It has a HDMI port and a USB port and an Ethernet port. And now I have pre-connected the device, connected to the network, and now device is connecting.
Yeah, let's bring up your screen here. Perfect. All right.
Perfect. So I have configured the device to be connected to the Amazon WorkSpaces.
And this is, say, if you were a new employee, your employer would send this to you and do exactly what you just did, hook it up, and now we're pretending we're logging in for the first time.
That is it. In 3 simple steps, the employee unboxes the device, remove it from the box, sets it up, connects to the keyboard, and powers on. What I've done it before is I have entered the activation code, which I will come back to.
Sure.
And once the activation code is entered, device connects to the virtual desktop. Here it's connecting to Amazon WorkSpaces
Yep.
Okay.
that your admin has already set up for you. So let's see. That's it. Logging into my Amazon WorkSpaces. It'll take a minute.
The other thing I could see would be cool is, as AWS employees, we know every 4 years we get a new laptop, but sometimes we have to wait for a new laptop, and that's that fourth year is a long year. But reassigning a new and upgraded workspace is very simple.
Very simple.
And
Yeah.
you don't need a new thin client.
You don't
either.
even need an admin. They can self-serve it, right? You're like, oh, I need more power. Maybe I even need less power. You can
Yeah.
upgrade, downgrade. Now, you say 4 years. We actually expect the device lifecycle to be 4 years.
Okay.
And with so few moving parts, like, where am I going to spill coffee on this thing?
Yeah.
I dropped it. In fact, I have dropped it. There's no screen breaking here. So you got your monitor, you're good to go.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Or if you have like a traveling employee as well, frequently they could take that, with a monitor or whatever the case may be, or
They can travel, or we see hoteling. This is so inexpensive. You can have one in your office, one in
Yeah.
your home, because the whole beauty of a virtual desktop is you can access it from any device, anywhere, right? The future is the cloud, and that's how desktop computing should be.
And because of that encryption you talked about, all of your data is staying with the workspace in the cloud. It's not being downloaded to your hotel room.
No.
It's not going through the hotel's Wi-Fi. You're getting pixel representation of that workspace.
Exactly.
The data's there. So
That is
you'll
right.
be happy with that.
And there's no removable media. So you could try to stick a thumb drive in this thing,
Yeah.
and it's going to say device not supported. Because so many people take data, whether they mean to or not,
Yeah.
through that thumb drive. Not going to happen with this device.
Yep, and this device is locked down device, so you cannot download or install any local applications or store any files
Perfect.
on it.
awesome. So we
So
have a desktop up here, and I'm just assuming this is what would be a normal like Windows operating system for an employee, right?
That is correct. Yep, this is a Windows Workspaces. What we have here as a thin client, let me show you the settings that thin client brings
Okay,
with it.
so these settings here on the right are to the thin client, that's this box right here, not the actual workspace.
That is true.
Okay.
Yep. It gives you the ability to reset, which I will do it in a second. It actually supports the couple of different things that I want to show.
Okay.
Your end user may be somewhere else, and they want to set up the time zone to their manager's time zone, for example. So I have set up myself to the Eastern Standard Time. Let me set up myself to something else. Voila. So the time zone is changed on the device, and it stays with the device. If I walk away from the device, I can lock the device to keep the screen locked. Data is secure. The workspaces session can be running in the meantime. Behind the screen lock, I can put the device to sleep. For overnight, if I'm walking away, restart, shutdown notification. And now what I'm going to do is show you how simple it is to reset the device. And that will take us to the activation flow. So let me do that.
And
Yeah.
that activation
Now we're hoping
flow
that
was-
our internet connection is stable here.
Yeah.
So
Yes, let's see. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da.
And just for our viewers to refresh, Workspaces is AWS's virtual desktop infrastructure service, the ability to assign workspaces or workshop environments for your workstation. So I'm going to say work like 5 times. Probably can't get it out there. But just in case. So what we're talking about is the thin client that allows access to the assigned workspaces. So
yes.
you logged into one. Is there? Sorry if I'm going off base here, but what if you were assigned 2 different workspaces? Like, say you had a developer workspace, or then your general day-to-day workspace.
I mean, typically a user wouldn't have
Okay.
to. I mean, there could be a business process elsewhere, like where they're working with different clients.
Yeah.
where you signed in, there's this ability to enter a reg code.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if I even have multiple users, so I can have multiple users, shift workers on this device, change the reg code, log in with all your personal information, and you
Perfect.
will see your desktop. In fact, actually, Rasika, since we don't have, do we want to show the admin interface then?
Yep.
Yeah, let's
Because
do
we've
that.
been focused on the user,
Yeah.
and again, trying to make this super simple.
Yep. Let me switch it to the admin interface.
So why
We gotta do the
Rasika
demo dance
switches?
here.
Yeah, why Rasika switches? Do you have any other questions for
Yeah,
me?
so you mentioned, unique reg codes to individuals. So Jeff and I can, both use this device, but say we want to assign Jeff maybe a lower cost, less performing type of workspace for whatever reason because of his day-to-day role. And we want to give Kyle the big money reservations, right? We could still use the same device, but when we connect as individuals, would we get
You
our
will get the one that is provisioned for you.
We would have to change that reg code and everything.
Yeah, but so the reg code, again, was just a code on your sign-in.
Yeah.
The activation code that actually registered, that stays the same. You have now been in the same environment. The environment is really tied to your region. So unless, you guys are in totally two different regions, but then I don't know how this thing is just going to magically transport over the air, so you're probably going to want two of them.
Yeah.
But if you're in the same region, you can go flip back and forth, right? Because once it's registered, you don't have to do anything else.
We didn't do the demo dance before we did a demo, so we got to troubleshoot live, which is always fun.
I can see it. I can see it.
There we go. Let's see if that did the trick. Okay. Well, we won't be able to look at the admin interface, but on the back end of Workspaces and even being like a less like workspace, admin myself, I've helped set it up temporarily. And it's pretty straightforward. You select the type that, like, it's almost like creating an EC2 instance where you select the kind of t-shirt size that you want to use, right?
But this is different. So what we're doing here, this is device management. So if you
Okay.
were to see it, you're going to get this list of devices, those ones that are registered over there. I can see the list. I can see if they're active. I can see if they've been compliant to the latest software set. It will tell me what the software set's on them and a whole bunch of other details. Somebody leaves that company like we talked about at the beginning, I can go ahead and deregister them. It's another security. I can remotely reset it. I can remotely patch it. I can do it on my schedule, and I can do it per device to check it all out before I roll it out to my entire fleet.
That's so awesome. So for those that are at reInvent and those watching virtually, where can they learn more information about this new Thin Client?
So it is available on Amazon Business and on the AWS webpage, which is workspaces.com. Wait. Amazon, AWS, oh my God, what are you going to make me do
Look
here?
at a search engine.
We're going to switch it. It's Workspaces / Thin Client. So again, the product is Amazon WorkSpaces Thin Client. And yes, sorry about the URL.
And then here at reInvent, what about that?
Yes.
There is a EUC booth. You can check out the Thin Client at the EUC booth. We have the private
End-user computing?
end-user computing
Okay.
booth. And we have a Cisco booth where they are showing up the Thin Client with their brand new contact center.
Ooh.
Also, we have a private workshop going on. If you're interested, find us into end-user computing booth for the QR code for the private workshop.
So awesome. Thank you so much for your time and
Thank
showing
you.
us this. I mean, this thing is, my phone seems bigger than this.
It's just nice that it's the other piece of the puzzle that's
It
just
is.
going to make customers' ability to use workspaces even easier.
Yes.
So democratizing VDI workspaces. I love it.
All right.
Thank you for the time.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Take care. Stay tuned for more awesome stuff.